methods of pricing. Yeah. Pricing, it constitutes one of the four P's of the marketing, and pricing is the only element in marketing mix which generates revenue. And here the basic factors that influence the pricing are like demand, estimating cost, competitors cost, prices and offers. These are the basic general factors which influencing the pricing. Here, pricing decision are generally it's made using trial and error method, and the main objective of pricing is to increase sales. And here, pricing plays an important role, or it is an important activity, because if you're going with the underpricing, then this will result in losses. If it is overpricing, this makes the customers away. And here, in order to determine the pricing, it is necessary to understand what is the objective of the pricing, and what are the different methods available under the pricing, and what are the policies which are related to the pricing, and the procedures of pricing. Here, when we talk about the pricing policy, here for the firm has to formulate the policies relating to the pricing. And here particularly this becomes necessary when the company or when the firm is dealing with multiple products. Here, the objective of the pricing policy is to bring consistency in the pricing pattern. In order to bring consistency in the pricing pattern, you go with the pricing policies. And not only that, here, in order to handle the complex situations like price discrimination, etc., you're going to go with the pricing policies. And here, the main objectives or basic objective of pricing are in order to maximize the profit, to satisfy the customers, to increase the sales, and to increase the market share. And here, guidelines for fixing the price. Generally, these are the guidelines which you take into consideration for fixing the price of the product. Here, the first one is, here it is based on the average cost. And here, it also based on the working capital requirement and the consumption of the raw material and the technical assessments of the attainable capacity. And here, next, pricing methods. Here we have four different pricing methods: cost-based pricing method, competition-based pricing method, demand-based pricing method, and strategy-based pricing method. Here, the first one is cost-based pricing method. Here, under this pricing method, you have three different types of pricing, that is full cost pricing, cost plus pricing, and marginal cost pricing. Here, when it comes to the full cost pricing means, here in some cases what happens, the firm will not be able to recover whatever have been invested in the cost of production. So in that case, what happens, the company sees that the price is always equal to the average cost. Here in the full cost pricing, what is the price? The price is equal to average cost. And the second one, cost plus pricing. Here, cost plus pricing means, here for the cost of production, whatever has been incurred for producing the one unit, here for that you add certain percentage of profit in order to determine the price of the product. So here, what is cost plus pricing? Cost plus pricing means certain percentage of profit is added to the cost in order to determine the price of the product. And next, marginal cost pricing. Here, marginal cost pricing means, here whatever the cost has been incurred in order to produce additional unit. See here, what is marginal? Marginal means additional. So what is marginal cost? It is the additional cost. So it is the additional cost incurred for producing an additional unit. So here under marginal cost pricing, so what you take into consideration, whatever the cost has been incurred in order to produce additional unit, they see to it that price is always equal to the marginal cost. So here under cost-based pricing, here in the full cost pricing, what is the price? Price is equal to average cost. And in cost plus pricing, what is the price? Here cost of production plus percentage of profit. And under marginal cost pricing, what is price? Price is equal to marginal cost. And the second one, competition-based pricing. Here under this method, you have two different types of method, that is going rate pricing and seal bid pricing. Here, going rate pricing. Going rate pricing, this is also called as prevailing market price. Prevailing market price. Here, what the firm will do, the firm prices its new product according to the prevailing price of the comparable products in the market. Here, if the product is new to the country, then what they take into consideration for determining the price, they consider all the import costs, that is inclusive of the cost of certification, insurance, freight, custom duty, etc. This and all they take into consideration for determining the price of the product. So here, for the for the prevailing product, then what the company will do, company will see the competitor cost of production, prices and other offers, whereas when you want to determine the price of the new product, here you take the prevailing price of the comparable products. If there is no comparable products, that is no substituted products in the market, you take all the costs which have been incurred, that is import cost, that you take into consideration for determining the price. And next, seal bid pricing. Seal bid pricing, this is the this type of pricing. It is quite popular in case of construction activities and also in the disposal of used products. Here, under seal bid pricing, here seller are asked to quote the price through a sealed cover, and here all offers are opened on a predetermined date or pre-announced date or predetermined or pre-announced time in the and here on that day, here in the presence of all the competitors, the bids are open and the person whoever has quoted the lowest price, he will be awarded the contract. That is seal bid pricing. And the next, demand-based pricing method. Here, demand-based pricing method means here you are going to give the price for the product based on the demand in the market. And here, in this pricing method, if the seller wishes to sell more, he has to reduce the price. And if the seller wants good price for the product, then he has to sell a limited quantity. Under this method, you have two different types of method, that is perceived value pricing and differential pricing. Here, perceived value pricing means here they consider the perception of the buyers, and this is purely by the customer satisfaction. Here, this is means you are going to give the price for the product on basis of the perception of the buyer of the value of the product. And then differential pricing. Differential pricing, here it involves selling a product or service for different prices in different market segments. And here, under this method, it depends upon the consumer, it depends upon the types of the location, it depends upon the purchasing quantity, it also depends upon the seasons, etc. And here, the basic objective of the price discrimination is to develop a new market, like including for export, and to utilize the maximum capacity to share the consumer surplus along with the consumers, and here to meet the competition or to make the company itself to sustain in the market, to increase the market share, they go with the differential pricing method. And next, strategy-based pricing method. Here, strategy-based pricing method means here it is purely based on the strategy. And the strategy-based pricing method, it is generally for the new product pricing. Here under this, you have two different types of method, penetrating pricing and skimming pricing. Here, penetrating pricing. Penetrating pricing means here firms sell the new product at the lesser price or low price in the beginning, and in some cases it can be below the cost of production. Here, why? Because to catch the attention of the consumers, and once the product image and the credibility is established in the market, the seller slowly starts jacking up the price in order to reap good profits in future. And here in the skimming pricing method, here in this method, new product is generally priced high in the beginning, and here it will reduce gradually. And here in the price penetration, firm sells at the low price in the beginning, and once the credibility is gained by the then the company increases the price. And skimming price, here at initial stages they price the product at the high price and gradually they reduces. And here a prudent producer, what he will do, he will follow a good mix of all various methods of pricing in order to adapt any one of them in order to make himself sustainable in the market.